What's going on, everyone? This is Al from PC Tech Review 101. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and help me reach 1,000 subs. Today is one of many videos to come of testing out the new Shadow of the Tomb Raider on older PC hardware. This one goes out to all you budget gamers who can't afford to buy new hardware every time something new comes out. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video and leave any comments down below. Okay guys, so without further ado, this is going to be, like I said, my first video of many more to come on older PC hardware. If we could run this modern game, everybody knows this game just came out and it's very graphical and it looks great, and everybody's using this to test out the newer hardware, but we're going to use it on older hardware, and maybe somewhere down the line I'll use something more advanced, something more newer, more recent. But for now, we're going to be using today's build. Is going to consist of i7-4770 non-K processor that runs at 3.4 gigahertz stock and 3.9 turbo. We're going to have 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, 1600 megahertz, and for the graphics card we're going to use an MSI GTX 964 gigabyte graphics card, which is slightly overclocked, 100 megahertz on the core clock and 200 megahertz on the memory clock. It did give a little bit of boost, maybe 5 to 10% increase, somewhere there, maybe 7. So it came out pretty good. It was definitely a good idea to do so. But as you can see, this processor cannot be clocked, but it will, most of the time, will stay at max capacity of 3.9 gigs. As this is a CPU intensive game along with a GPU intensive game too. So without further ado, let's begin. We're going to be testing at 1080p. So here we are. We start off on the 1080p lowest settings. Let me just show you what's going on here, guys. Here it is. Lowest, everything turned off, just to see what's the maximum frame rates we could get if we have it on 1080p settings. And of course, we're going to be using DirectX 11. Yes, this card is DirectX 12 compatible, and there are some even older cards, older generations are, but even with the newer cards, it seems like DirectX 12 still needs a lot of work, because I really don't see better performance in DirectX 12 at all. As a matter of fact, DirectX 11 is still seems to be better, at least in this game. Gotcha. And as always, I'm gonna be using my trusty DSLR camera to record the gameplay. I will not be using any recording software, as I do not want to lose any frame rates. I want to show you exactly how it would run with this older hardware without losing any FPS, and I don't want any stuttering at all in this video. So this is what you're gonna get. This is what you expect when you play this game with this older hardware. Hey, you could see the lowest setting is pretty good. In some areas, you know, we're getting close to 100 here. Of course, in the woods. Very nice. It looks a bit dull, of course, on the lowest settings. That's what you expect. It looks very dull. We're going to change it up now and go right to medium. In medium, we're going to take off the Ambient Occlusion just to see what we could get on medium, and to put that on, but trade this off and keep that on normal. Turn these on, so it's kind of like a trade-off, but that's the settings I usually use, and shadow quality to normal. So this is a little bit more than medium settings. Let's see what it looks like. Everyone's still pretty good. So here we go, we're in the 40s. Yeah, and the detail is much better. Oh. Let's see. And of course, just like the first game, off the bat, they're gonna throw in some crazy obstacles. So you still get 50 plus FPS in certain areas, but once you get into intensive, it's like as if the computer knows when you're gonna be doing intensive scenes ahead of time, and that's why the frame rate's dropping as it anticipates. Oh no, I messed up, guys, sorry, but that's okay. So that's with ambient occlusion off. Let's try with it on. We're just gonna stay at this one, which is a developer's recommended for visual improvement without limited cost. So we'll put that on, and it does drop a few more frame rates, but we're still not stuttering, and it's still smooth. As long as we stay around 40 FPS, this should be very good. It should be very enjoyable. Of course, they walkie-talkie you exactly when you're hanging off the cliff. Alright, so let's move into the next setting. We're going to go up to high now. High preset. I'm going to take off the motion blur. Keep this on. It looks like high and medium is about the same. As a matter of fact, high looks even better for some reason. So that tells you one thing, that we need to raise up the settings in here to get the most performance out of the graphics card. Because you can see I just went up to the next setting and the frame rates pretty much stayed the same. Yeah, this grappling stuff, I really don't like it. I gotta get used to this thing. Wow. Yeah, it runs real good. Okay, let's make a jump for it. It looks great. Alright guys, let's try the last setting here and wrap this up. No. Highest, there it is. We're gonna turn that low and motion blur off. I want to stay around 40 to give that little cushion. The closer you get to 30 FPS, especially at the higher settings, that's when you're gonna have stuttering problem. We want to just be able to play this game smoothly without any issues and achieve that. I would say that's around 40 FPS is more than playable enough. And for this old hardware, I think this handles this game pretty well. There it is. Okay, this is the part I know I'm gonna die, maybe. I'm still new to this game. There you go. So there you have it, guys. This game is more than playable on all the settings that you saw. Not everything completely maxed out, but it does pretty well. And I'm going to finish it off here, guys, because I don't think I'm going to make this next jump. So leave any comments down below. Let me know what older systems you have, and if you tested out this game and if you had better results with the similar hardware. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, guys.